I am losing my mind because OC is requesting all the freaking oldies, not oldies, but the artists that we used to listen to last year that we reacted to so many times, and some of my absolute favorites. So I'm so freaking grateful and so glad that we can get some of that back, because I miss these artists, and it is none other than Ren. So I've seen the YouTube comments. Everyone's going crazy about, the recent Ren and Webby songs that are apparently being released. I don't even know who's Webby, but no one is following the process and requesting the songs in my Buy Me Coffee. So that is obviously the only way I can get to it, because I have so many that is, backlogged. So OC, following process, he actually went and he logged one that is called Caskets, or Inpatient Caskets, I think. I'm not entirely sure where this inpatient is coming in, but in any case, guys, I'm so ecstatic. It is really about time we react to a Rain. So can all the Rain fans please come and follow process, log your requests in Buy Me Coffee. Don't put it in YouTube. I'm not gonna get to it. You guys know by now, if you do follow process, it goes into my Buy Me Coffee, then it goes and sits in my Hive app. Okay, so that's where I need it, and that's why I manage it. That's where Patreons get visibility, etc. Buy Me Coffee really is just almost like a front end interface for the time being. Any case, guys, I'm ecstatic. I don't want to hold this up. Let's go. You have 10 seconds to like and subscribe. Hit the notification button if you haven't done so already. And then let's get cracking. Oh, OC did say I need to bring the tissues. I freaking hope not.
Don't wake tomorrow morning, empty shoes on the side of the hall. And if my number stops calling, picture frames hanging up by the door. You try to reach right in and hold on to the little things, but they slip away.
Oh,
But it's okay, 'cause I had a hell of a time.
look at that smile.
Know that I had the time of my life. So remember me and smile. All of the souls heading back home down a one-way road. So it goes until the caskets close. And if you get that sinking feeling, thinking about the time we shared, I hope it helps you with your healing. Knowing that I wasn't scared, I savored everything. I pressed the wood up against my skin. I was lucky, I guess. I always found the beauty in
Oh, she's pregnant.
You gotta hold on
I'm
to
guessing.
the little things, but you gotta let go just a little bit. When another one goes, one will find their wings. Then they'll find their way home, little take and give. Into the unknown and the changing tides. The sun sets low on an endless sky.
Oh man, this is what a life should look like.
I don't know why, but I'll be fine, 'cause I had a hell of a time.
Something's really bugging
Know
him.
that I had the time of my life.
Ooh, balls.
So remember me and smile. All of the souls heading back home down a one-way road. So it goes until the caskets close. Raise a toast as the curtains close and the sunset fades to black. So the story goes, we all walk with ghosts, no one-way tickets back. The casualties of our memories that slip right through the cracks. All the inside jokes and the times we spoke will stay frozen in the past. You gotta hold on to the little things, but you gotta let go just a little bit. I guess we'll never know what tomorrow brings, but just know you're not alone in the thick of it. I know it feels cold when the caskets close. Stories untold on a headstone. For those who grow old, it'll fly by in the blink of an eye. So we'll have a hell of a time. Know that we'll have the time of our
This is amazing.
So remember us and smile. All of the souls heading back home down a one-way road. So it goes until the casket's closed.
Grandkids.
We'll have a hell of a time. Know that we'll have the time of our lives.
Oh,
So remember us and smile. All of the souls heading back home down a one-way road. So it goes until the casket's closed.
oh, what a. Oh, hold on. Wait, I want to go back because I need to like it. It skipped so quickly, I don't know why. Ren! Does he have a new channel? Ren and for the Burbs. It must be a new channel because why am I not subscribed? Ren makes music. Did he change his subscribe? Oh. Oh, I see. That's cool. So you can add a collab essentially, and then you can subscribe to the collab. I think that's how it works. But I don't know. Is this Chris Webby? I obviously didn't see him now. For crying out loud, Rain. It's so good to hear your voice again. It's so good to listen to his music and his lyrics. Okay, so I don't know how well you guys know me by now. It's been a year and a half of you watching my reactions, probably. For those of you who have been sticking around, from the very beginning, from the Ren days, I am very outspoken and I'm trying desperately to, separate things from separate certain opinions and views from my reactions and whatnot. However, I do want to say something has stood out for me so incredibly beautifully in this video, and that is that the man in this world, in the world Rain created, Rain and Chris, he took care of everything. His wife did what she needed to do. She gave him children. She gave him grandchildren, essentially. And what he did is he was there. He gave them a house. He was responsible for the bulls. He took care of her, obviously the children. He made sure that the family, whenever they gather, he carried all the stress upon himself. It didn't seem like she even knew like everything that was going on because she seemed very cheery throughout her life, even though she was there to support him, which again is the wife's job. It's support your husband, complete the husband. And even on her deathbed, he took care of her. So for me, it's so important that the world realize just how much the man gives of himself, and he ultimately tries his absolute best. And the world that we have created today is the worst period. I believe, I'm personally of the opinion of, it's the worst period for any man to live in, because women do not respect men. Women do not honor men. Women think they can do everything themselves. Women have broken down men to the bare minimum. They're not needed. They're apparently not even needed to procreate. But and no one wants to acknowledge the pain that men go through, the internal battles that they they wage war all the time. So I am of the opinion that men should be honored and men should be loved and supported, and let them do their duty, let them do their job, let them do what they were wired to do. Women do what women were wired to do. And then you have a beautiful full life such as the one we just witnessed here in the production. It's your typical white picket fence life. And essentially, even despite the heartache, despite everything that has happened in his life, and he seems to have constantly stressed about the bills and making payments and whatnot, making ends meet. Yet he gave the best that he could to his family. He made sure they did not have worries, and it doesn't seem like he ever spoke up about it. So you don't see this anymore. I think that is why this is so beautiful, because this is how things used to be. This is how my grandparents, my great grandparents lived. This is the examples that they set. The men didn't show what they were feeling. Men didn't complain and cry over mental health and whatever not. They were the strongholds. They were the pillars for their families. What they did in their private time, much like what we saw here, men probably also break down. They should. I can imagine they would. But if I think about how my family was wired and how the men were raised, you do not cry, you do not show emotion, you do not show your weaknesses. You're the man. Your job is to lead, to guide, to protect, and that's it. And to provide, if I didn't say that yet. So I think for me, this is what it should be like. This is what the norm should be like. I fail to see that in my generation, and I fail to see that in the life that we live in right now, which is really, really sad, and which is why I personally don't see those happy endings anymore. The only people who I can say have a life like this is the older generations, because I see them still growing old together. I can see them taking care of each other. I can see the men leading the household still, because the females didn't lend themselves out to the whole feminist movement and bullshit, Anyways, that is that of, my views. That this is just my interpretation of the song, of the production, and I think it was absolutely beautiful, and it was, I don't expect anything less of Rain, as always. So this was very, very beautiful, and I do want to be introduced to this Chris Webby. So can we get a song, please, where we watch him and Rain actually perform, if there is any? I've just seen, so I have Rain on Patreon, but as busy as I am, I never go into anyone's Patreons, even though I follow them as support, really. But I just always see notifications, and I'm in the midst of stuff that I'm doing, on Hive or whatever. So I don't have time to go in and check what is this about. So if you guys can and want to see more reactions of Rain, obviously, then please do follow Process. Remember, it's Buy Me a Coffee. Okay, so don't leave it in the YouTube comments. I'm not going to get to it. Please plug it in. Also, not support page. So obviously my Rain fans, you guys are still used to using the support page. No, please go to my shop. Okay, Buy Me Coffee shop. So you'll see the single request or dual request, whatever. So you just select the relevant one that is relevant to you. Are you Patreon, yes or no? My Patreons all know the rules by now. And essentially then it will filter through to my Hive app, and then we take it from there. So can't wait. I will take you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you head out. I will see you in the next one.
We at the Braveheart. With bright Vikings we stand side by side, with axes raised high, bound by blood and honor. We believe in the old ways,